Good day everyone. My name is Glenn Joshua R. Gabaya.
I'm Macdon A. Cabatanya.
My name is Pernju Yugan.
And we are Group 11.
Hi everyone. For today's video, we are going to discuss our topic, and our topic is all about selection of materials in construction of equipment. And we discuss what type of materials are used to construct the major parts of the equipment of the vessel. And these are the 9 types of materials. Number 1, diesel engines. Number 2, steam turbines. Number 3, gas turbines. And number 4, boilers. Number 5, shafting. Number 6, pumps. Number 7, heat exchangers. Number 8, compressors. And the last is number 9, purifiers. Diesel engine. The diesel engine, named after Rudolf Diesel, is an internal combustion engine in which ignition of the fuel is caused by the elevated temperature of the air in the cylinder due to the mechanical compression. Thus, the diesel engine is a so-called compression ignition engine. The diesel engine also have a different materials, and these are
Diesel engine crankshaft. The diesel engine crankshaft transforms the linear motions of the piston into a rational motion that is transmitted to the load. Crankshafts are made of the forged steel. Diesel engine cylinder liner and head. A cylinder liner is a thin-walled, hard metal cylinder inserted into a cylinder block of an engine and in which the piston runs. The cylinder head sits above the cylinders on top of the cylinder block. Diesel engine piston. A piston is a component of reciprocating engines, reciprocating pumps, gas compressors, hydraulic cylinders, and pneumatic cylinders, among other similar mechanisms. Diesel engine exhaust valve. As the pressure increases during compression and combustion, a small amount of air-fuel mixture is forced around the edge of the exhaust valve and between the valve and valve set. Diesel engine bearing. The bearings which hold the crankshaft in place and allow it to rotate within the engine block.
Number 2. Steam turbines is a device that extracts thermal energy from pressurized steam and uses it to do mechanical work on a rotating output shaft. Its modern manifestation was invented by Charles Parsons in 1884. Types of steam turbines.
Steam turbines. Turbine casing. The turbine casing houses and supports the turbine rotor, labyrinth seals, and bearings. Steam turbines rotor. The rotor is a moving component of an electromagnetic system in the electric motor, electric generator, or alternator. Steam turbines blade. Steam turbine blades are critical components in power plants which convert the linear motion of high temperature and high pressure steam flowing down a pressure gradient into a rotary motion. of the turbine shaft. Steam turbine's nozzle. A nozzle is often a pipe or tube of varying cross-sectional area, and it can be used to direct or modify the flow of a fluid, liquid, or gas. Steam turbine's reduction gear. A reduction gear is an arrangement by which an input speed can be lowered for a requirement of slower output speed with same or more output torque.
Number 3. Gas turbine. A gas turbine, also called a combustion turbine, is a type of continuous and internal combustion engine. Types of gas turbines.
Gas turbine casing. A turbine casing for a gas turbine compresses a casing defining the boundary of part of the turbine flow duct and formed from a plurality of segments, each segments being mounted from a fixed structure by a plurality of radially extending struts. Gas turbine rotor. The rotor is the core component of a gas turbine, and more than 80% of the failures in gas turbines occur in the rotor system, especially during the startup period. Gas turbine compressor. There are three basic categories of gas turbine engine compressor: axial compressor, centrifugal compressor, and mixed flow compressor. Gas turbine gas generator. A gas generator is a device for generating gas. A gas generator may create gas by a chemical reaction or from a solid or liquid source. When storing a pressurized gas is undesirable or impractical.
Number 4. Boilers. Boilers are essentially shell and tube heat exchanger with water being boiled to steam or transformed to high pressure hot water. In other words, it is simply a heat exchanger which uses reagents, heat, and hot flue gases liberated from burning fuel to generate steam and hot water for heating and processing loads. And there are some types of boilers. Water tube is a type of boiler in which water circulates in tubes heated externally by the fire. And also, fuel is burned inside the furnace, creating hot gas which boils water in the steam generating tubes. Furnace, an appliance fired by gas, oil, or wood in which air or water is heated to be circulated throughout a building in a heating system. And there are four main types of furnaces: natural gas, oil, electric, and propane. Steam. A steam boiler is a power generation device used for generating steam by applying the heat energy to water. In other words, as water in the gas phase, it's commonly formed by boiling or evaporating water. Water drum. It is a reservoir of water at the top end of water tubes. The drum stores the steam generated in the water tubes and acts as a phase separator for the water mixture. Superheater. A device used to convert saturated steam or wet steam or dry steam into superheated steam. Superheater tubes have steam on one side and hot combustion gases on the other. Number 5. Shafting, a system of connected shaft for transmitting motive power in a machine. Types of shafting. Propeller shaft. A shaft that carries a screw propeller at its end and transmit power from engine to propeller. Stern tube bearings. Stern tube bearings are located in the stern tube and serve to support the rotating tail shaft into which the vessel propellers are fitted. And there are two types of stern tube bearings: the oil lubricated white metal bearings and the water lubricated. All lubricated white metal bearings fitted to the most ship and filled with oil to provide lubricate and cooling. Water lubricated fitted to newer ships and those operating within sensitive marine areas. Propeller is a device with a rotating hub and rotating blades that are set a pitch to form a helical spiral that when rotated performs an action which is similar to Archimedes. Number 6. Pumps is a machine which converts mechanical energy into potential energy, kinetic energy, thermal energy, and pressure energy of the fluid and is used to raise liquid from low level to high level. Types of pumps. Impeller is a rotor used to increase the pressure and flow of fluid. It is the opposite of the turbine, which extracts energy from and reduces the pressure of flowing fluid. Casing. Pump casing serve to seal off the inside of the pump to atmosphere to prevent leakage and retain pressure. Shaft. The pump shaft is the central components of a centrifugal pump rotor and carries the impellers. Casing ring. A ring fitted around the movement to fill the gap between the movement and the case. Number 7. Heat exchanger is a system used to transfer heat between two or more fluids. Heat exchangers are used in both cooling and heating process. The fluid may be separated by a solid wall to prevent mixing, or they may be in direct contact. And also, heat exchangers have three components: the heating tube, cooling tube, and shell. Number 8. Compressors. Compressor is a mechanical device that increases the pressure of a gas by reducing its volume. Compressors are similar to pumps. Both increase the pressure on a fluid and both can transfer the fluid through a pipe. And also, compressor have 4 components. These are piston ring, valve, cylinder block, and cylinder liner. Number 9. Purifiers is installed on a ship to get rid on the unwanted contaminants and pollutants from the lube oil. Purifier is correct size gravity disc or dam ring which is responsible for creating an interface between the oil and water. Purifiers also have 3 components. These are spindle, gravity disc ram, and ball body.